Hello and welcome to your next yoga class. Thank you for joining me again if you've been here before, and if you are new around here, welcome. My name is Lizzie and I am an online and in-studio yoga instructor. You can head to lizzieKingYoga.com for more about me and my offerings. Today we are jumping into a very short and sweet Vinyasa flow. It's ideal if you're already slightly warmed up, or if you've been up out of bed moving around a little bit, or if you've already had a workout. This is a flow where I'm going to scale it back on the verbal cues and the setting up the postures, and we're just going to move with our breath. It's a chance to just get out of our head and kind of relax a little bit more, let a little bit more go. Understand that the foundation postures and explanation of the foundation is really important. So this is more on an intermediate level if you're not really familiar with those foundational postures, because this is a chance to just move and flow and move and flow and breathe and bring it all together. So again, perfect for if you need to stretch it out after a workout, or maybe you're trying to wake the body up a little bit more. So grab what you need, unroll your mat, and we'll meet back here. So we're going to start right on our mats in our tabletop, jumping right into it. Cat-cows here. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts. Cow pose. Exhale, plug into the mat, round through the shoulders, tuck the chin into the chest, cat pose. Inhaling up to open up through the chest. Exhale, round through the shoulders, dome out the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the back. Move with your own breath here. And here's where I invite you to continue with these cat-cows, or start to invite any additional movement that feels good to you. So maybe you stretch through the wrist by flipping the grip, so to speak, or turning the hands outside to side. Maybe you start to invite some circles with the hips. Maybe you start to bend into the elbows and stretch out through the shoulders, pushing the ground away from you. Maybe you find a tilt side to side. Maybe you shake the head yes or no. So take a few breaths on your own, just starting to work through whatever feels good to you here. And then start to find stillness on your next exhale. Ground in through the hands, tuck the toes, send the hips up for downward facing dog on your exhale. Heels are reaching down towards the earth, gazes up towards the thighs. Can you push the ground away from you a little bit more to deepen that stretch on the back side of the body? Inhale, right leg lifts high. Flex the toes down towards the earth. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the shoulders, step it between the hands. Left knee finds the earth, left toes untuck. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, the arms up. Shoulders roll down, shoulder blades pull together behind you. Belly pulls in slightly so you can lift up those hip points. You're not kind of sinking into this. Maybe for every exhale, you shift forward a little bit more, opening the left hip flexor towards the earth. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bring both hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back, find your high plank. Shift forward 2 inches, exhale through to your chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Feel the glutes fire up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Right knee finds the earth, right toes untuck. Anjaneyasana on the other side. If you're ready and willing, use those exhales to sink down a little bit more. Keep that left knee behind the ankle as you do so. Deep inhale here. Exhale, both hands down to frame that front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, push into the mat for strength. Find that high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Open the mouth side out, let it go. Deep inhale here. let it go. Heels reach down towards the earth. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, step it between. Back foot becomes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Front heel is in line with the instep of the back foot. Root to rise, warrior two. Belly pulls into the spine. Arms are straight out from the shoulders. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm, peaceful warrior. Right shoulder pulls back, opening from the hip to the fingertips, gazes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to the top of the thigh. Stack the shoulders, left arm reaches up and over towards the front of the room, pinkies turn in. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Move through your vinyasa or just find your downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between. Root to rise, warrior two on the other side. Again, belly's pulling in. So as we expand through the chest and open up our heart space, we're pulling the belly in rather than pushing it out. Creating a nice stacked spine. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm, peaceful warrior. Left knee stays bent at that 90-degree angle. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Shoulder stack. Your gaze should go right up along that armpit towards the ceiling. If you're feeling like your shoulders dropping in, maybe you reach behind the back to create a little bit more space. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Downward facing dog or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between, warrior two on the inhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, peaceful. Deep inhale and exhale takes you to extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale to straighten through the right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. Arms come straight out from the shoulders, hinge at the waist. Shoulders are stacked just like they've been. Sacrifice that grip on the ground if the left shoulder's dumping in. You want to stack the shoulders, pulling that left shoulder back. Feel the inner thigh turn on. Root down into the feet. Start to fire up those obliques to windmill back up to warrior two. Once again, inhale to reach forward, exhale, peaceful warrior. Moving to reverse triangle. Keep the gaze in the arms and the torso as they are as you straighten through the right leg. If you want a little bit more, you'll lift those right toes coming up onto the right heel. Use your exhale to come back through warrior two. Deep inhale, exhale, windmill down. Move through your flow or find your down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between. Rise to that warrior two. Inhale, reach, exhale, peaceful. Deep inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Windmill up, warrior two. Straighten the left leg, arms straight out from the shoulders. Find that tilt triangle pose. So if you look up, you can see what I mean about sacrificing the space. So if I come down all the way onto the ground, my right shoulder dumps in. To expand through the chest and fully pull that right shoulder back, I have to slide up almost a foot off the earth. Windmill up, fire up the core as you do so, warrior two. Inhale, reach, exhale, peaceful. Gaze and arms stay where they are on an inhale, straighten through the left leg. Lift the left toes for a little bit more to reverse your triangle. Really feel yourself lifting up out of that hip, opening up through the side body. Exhale, warrior two. Deep inhale. Exhale, windmill down. Move through your flow. Right foot will step between the hands. If you want to lift it to get there, you're welcome to it. Otherwise, you can just step it up. Rise to warrior two. Star pose. Take up space. Take up the space you deserve. Really reach for it. Come up onto the toes. Engage the core. Feel your legs turn on. Find that balance. Exhale, release it down. Hands come through the hips. I'm going to turn around. You can stay where you are so I don't put my butt in your face. You can turn the toes in a little bit, or you can keep them straight out. Take an inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, send the booty back, hinge, forward, fold. So you have a few options here. If you can safely invert and headstand is in your practice, you are welcome to move into that. Otherwise, you can just bring the hands down underneath the shoulders. You can walk them back so the heels of your hands are in alignment with the heels of your feet. You can reach the fingers back as far as you can underneath and behind you. Maybe you bring the forearms down to the mat. But wherever you are, if you're not inverting, I want you to start to shift that weight forward into the balls of your feet. Allow the crown to fall heavy here. Use your exhales to let any tension that's living in the back side of that body go. Any low back tension, anything in your shoulder blades or your shoulders, maybe your neck, the head, the hamstrings, the calves. Begin to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, let it go. Bend into the knees a little bit, root down into the feet, inhale, rise up all the way. Open back up, warrior two. Windmill the arms down on your exhale, pause here. Left knee finds the earth, left toes untuck. Ardha Hanumanasana, so half splits pose. We'll send the hips back. Flex the right toes up to the face. Maybe reach back physically and see if your hips are even. So sometimes when we start to pull that right leg forward, our right hip goes with it. So we want to adjust to make sure our hips are square. Keep the heart lifting, keep the spine long. So rather than rounding over this leg, you want to keep the heart opening to the toes and the toes flexing back to the heart. Walking the hands out if you have the space past the foot. Nice and slow. Use your exhale to roll that right foot back down as you bend into the knee. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step back, find your high plank. Pause here. Bring the right hand underneath the nose. Roll over onto the knife edge of the right foot, side plank. Lift the hips up high to the sky. Option to bring that right knee down to the earth. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down to the earth, left knee lifts up into the left arm, then take it over to the right, send it out for fallen triangle. Push into the knife edge of the left foot to push the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, unwind, high plank. Move through your flow. Or find your downward facing dog. Left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Star pose, once again, all the space you deserve. Whether it's in your job, your decisions, your relationships, on your mat, off your mat. Reach behind, interlace the fingers, palms become flush with one another. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, fold. Take that binded grip and lift it up and overhead. If this is too much for you, you can relax the hands down to the sacrum, the low back, or you can just totally release them. Keep that weight shifting forward into the balls of your feet. And as if somebody's tied a thread around your hands, guide yourself up with the hands on the inhale. Exhale as you rise up to the top. Open up, warrior two. Deep inhale here. Exhale to windmill down. Pause here. Right knee comes down, right toes on tuck. Ardha Hanumanasana on the other side. So if you know that you have this space to get a little bit deeper into that pose on this side, you can just heel toe the back knee towards the back of the room now. Then you can send the hips back. Again, left toes flex up to the heart. The heart opens up towards the toes. Spine is long here. So as tempting as it is to fall or slump over this leg, you're going to gain a safer opening by keeping the spine long, keeping the shoulder blades pulling down the back. Millimeters are miles in yoga. Deep inhale here. And exhale to roll that left foot down. If you heel toe the knee back, take a moment to heel it in. Reach the hands to frame the foot, lift the back knee, tuck the back toe, step back, find your high plank. Left foot under the nose, left hand under the nose, roll over, find that side plank. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Gaze can follow if you want a little bit more. Fallen triangle on the other side, roll down to the right hand. Bring that right knee to the right elbow, shift it over to the left. Send it out to the ground, to the left side, and push up. Exhale, roll out of this. Find that high plank. Move through your flow. And find your downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, gaze towards the hands. You can step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, the left foot to the outside of the left hand, or you can inhale, bend into the knees, and exhale to jump it up. Malasana Yogi Squat. Send the sits bones down to the earth. Lift the crown up towards the ceiling. Open up the heart towards the front wall. You can bring the elbows to the inside of the thighs and push into the hands to open up the thighs a little bit wider and get into the hips a little bit deeper. Reach behind. Lower yourself down onto the sits bones. Remove the flesh from the sits bones so you can really ground in. Keep the soles of the feet on the earth. Bend into the knees. Lift the crown towards the ceiling. Lift the legs. Lower down nice and slow, using your core to your back. Bend into the knees. Walk the feet in to meet the glutes. Moving into bridge pose. On the inhale, push into the feet. Lift the hips. Feel the quads engage. Feel the hamstrings engage. Feel the glutes turn on. Push your shoulders, the backs of the shoulders, the backs of the arms into the mat to expand through the chest. Slightly chuck the chin into the chest. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, lower all the way down. On an inhale, bring both knees into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the shins or wrap the fingers around the shins, whatever feels good to you. And rock side to side. Happy baby. Reach around, find the outside edges of your feet and draw the feet up so it's like you're walking on the ceiling. Knees kind of head towards the armpits. Maybe you want to straighten through the legs. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you make circles with the knees. Whatever feels good to you. Maybe try all three and find your favorite. And then release the left leg down to the mat. Stretch it out nice and long. Release the right foot and just draw that right knee into the right armpit. So you can interlace the fingers around the shin. You can flex that right toe up towards the face. Left hip is grounded down. And then take that right knee over to the left side of your body, crossing it over for a supine twist. So you have a few options here. You can just hang out in this twist as you fell, or you can open up the arms from the shoulders and gaze over to the right for a deeper full body twist. You can use the left hand to kind of gently push that right knee down towards the earth a little bit more. Maybe you close the eyes. Winding down this short little vinyasa. Come back through center. Release the right leg down. Ground that right hip down towards the earth. Inhale the left knee into the chest. Take a moment here. Suggest that that left knee goes up into the armpit. I don't want to say pull it there, but kind of gently just scooch it up towards that left armpit. And then left leg goes over to the right side of the body, across and over. Again, you can ground down with the right hand. You can totally just open up and surrender into this without doing anything. Gaze can go over to the left. You can reach the arms up overhead, whatever feels good here. This is your practice in your body, so honor it. Come back through center. Hug both knees in. Lift the shoulders, lift the chin, flex the toes, tighten the face. Tight, tight, tight. You're one tight ball. And then exhale. Release it all, let it go. I will leave you here to do what feels good to you. So I invite you to stay here for a few minutes for Shavasana. Maybe if you're headed into a workout and this was a warm-up, maybe you don't find that Shavasana, but you take it after you're done your workout. Whatever you need. So I will leave you here to it. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. Please like, comment, or subscribe so I know that you enjoy this, and tell me if there's anything else that you want to see from Lizzie King Yoga. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. Namaste.